Hi everybody, this is your old pal Yam Juice. I've got a Halo 4 gameplay on the Xbox 360. That's right, you heard me, the 360. And I'm talking about Big Team Battle, and I went 24-8. So yeah, I have been really bummed because of the Xbox One. First of all, the Master Chief Collection, which is on Xbox One, does not work properly, and what it does is cause me to be angry every time I get on and play. I want to play, but it really just is aggravation. I mean, if you're really determined, you can play some games, but the thing just doesn't work the way it should. Meanwhile, I find that Halo 4 is just fine. It works just as good as it ever did. The numbers are low, but the numbers have been low for quite a long time. Pretty much ever since I started playing this game, the numbers have been like this. So Big Team Battle is one of my favorites, and of course I'm using the light rifle, which is, you know, one of my favorite guns. It's so precise at long range. At least I intended to use the light rifle. I accidentally selected the BR, but at least I got a few kills with it and then switched to the light rifle class. But I do, in this gameplay, I do manage to get kills with at least 4 or 5 different weapons. It's kind of good in that regard. But what I'd like to do is talk today about my complaints, not just with the Master Chief Collection, but this time I'm going to talk about Xbox Live. My problem with Xbox Live is the party system. The party system is messed up. It's broke. It stinks. Xbox Live Party stinks. I tried for the last couple of weeks to get into parties to play with my sister Bajula. We're playing some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and you know, we'll get into a party and then one person can't hear the other person. One person can hear her, but the other person can't. And we try all kinds of different things to fix it. And like, we'll back out of the game, start a different game, and then restart the game. For a while I was blaming Call of Duty, but I don't think that was the case. So what I would do is we would, you know, one at a time, we would reboot our Xbox. Sometimes we would both reboot our Xbox, and then sometimes the party system would work, and sometimes it wouldn't work. Sometimes when it would work, I'd be able to hear her, she'd be able to hear me, we'd be playing a game, and then all of a sudden I noticed I haven't heard Bajula talk in a long time. And I'll say something like, Bajula, are you there? And she'll like, no response, no answer. So I call up on the phone, it says, what's going on? It's like, can you hear me? He said, no, I can't hear you. Somewhere along the way, it just stopped working. It just stopped working. The Xbox Live party system just stopped working. It never used to have this problem before. Back in the days playing the Xbox 360, if you started an Xbox party, it worked. It just worked. It never did fail. But ever since, I don't know, maybe Christmas time, when the Lizard Squad shenanigans exposed the flaws and the weaknesses of Xbox Live Network, you know, I've just been having all kinds of problems getting into parties and staying in parties. It just is ridiculous. This never used to be a problem, and I happen to have the PlayStation 4. Okay, so right there I was running out of ammo, so I had to use my pistol, and I ended up getting a nice little melee kill. But yeah, I had a nice little life with that light rifle. Got quite a few kills with it. Now on PlayStation 3, you don't have party chat. That doesn't exist, but they fixed that. With the PlayStation 4, that is no longer the case. It's now as good, at least as good, as the Xbox 360 used to be. And be playing different games and be in parties and chit-chat with somebody. Of course, that was an epic fail. I totally should have seen that guy. So Xbox Live now has less good of a party system than PlayStation 4. Now, I'll admit that they both go down. You know, the PlayStation 4 network, maybe it goes down a little bit more often than Xbox, but they both go down. I mean, in the last week, at least 2 different days, there have been people having problems getting on Xbox Live. And see, this is something new. Back in the day, this never used to be a problem. On Xbox 360, it worked every time. The network was never down. It just wasn't the case. Now you would think if you buy this fancy new console, next gen console, that it would at least work as well as the previous gen that it replaced. You see how you can pick off people at long range with this light rifle and just like staying back and just like murdering some of these guys. But no, we don't get that. We get it. No, I mean, you would hope that it would work way better, but no, it works way the heck less well. So, you know, I'm not sure what I feel about Microsoft right now. They just announced Windows 10 just the other day. And, you know, Windows 10 is going to be free to everybody who has Windows 7 and Windows 8 for 1 year, which, you know, that's great. That's fine. My laptop that I have is running Windows 7, and I like Windows 7. It really runs great. I like it a lot. I bought my wife a computer that had Windows 8.1 on it, and I hate 8.1. So you see right there, I got my pistol kill. I need to get a new desktop computer, but I'm not going to get a desktop computer while Windows 8 is around, because it just sucks so bad. I'm going to wait till Windows 10 comes out. But I'm sort of worried. You know, I may not get I may not get Windows 10 right away, because I'm going to wait to find out if it's any good, because I'm starting to lose a little bit of confidence in Microsoft's competence. I never would have thought I would be like this, because I'm essentially an Xbox fanboy. I mean, I have both systems. So, you know, I should be able to judge these things a little bit. And I always used to think Xbox was better. And it's still my preferred system, just because, for no other reason, that's where most of my friends happen to be. And most of the games that I want to play are on that, you know, specifically Halo. You know, there's several other games that are multi-plats that I will play with other people. So you see right here, I pick up my DMR because I ran out of bullets on my light rifle, and get me a nice little kill. So let's see how well we can do with the DMR. I'm not going for those rockets, but I'm going to get this guy who is going for the rockets. He's going to wish he hadn't. But, you know, my friends that I like to play with the most happen to be on Xbox Live. So this is very disturbing to me. You know, this is actually making me consider spending more time on the PS4, which is, you know, not something I envisioned that I would be thinking right now. It's like, you know, the PS4, I got that game system because I don't want to not have any systems. Okay, I'm on a nice little tear with this DMR. I'm actually doing okay with it. You know, a nice little beat down. But yeah, I mean, when I got the PS4, the idea, yeah, see, there you go. I got the PS4 with the idea is like there's some games that are exclusives that I don't want to be left out of. You know, it's like I hate the idea that there's games that I want to play that I can't play. So since, you know, gaming is my hobby, and, you know, I don't spend that much money on other stuff, of course, you know, I got myself a PS4, but now it might end up being like, you know, one of the smarter things I've done, because Xbox is messing up, and it's like disappointing me so much. Okay, so now I've got to kill with this gun. Okay, that's the only kill I'm going to get with that gun. But, you know, I don't know what to do. It's like Xbox is where my heart is, and Halo is where my heart is. But right now, you can't really play Halo, you know, on a consistent basis unless you're playing Halo 4, which I just might do. You know, I love this game. This was my introduction to the Halo world. And, you know, to be perfectly honest, you know, the other games that I have played on Master Chief Collection, you know, I wasn't that thrilled with Halo 1, 2, and 3, you know, considering, you know, call me a Halo 4 kid, but, you know, I'd like you to at least be able to call me a Halo kid, not, you know, not somebody who had to abandon the entire system just because the network sucks and that the infrastructure sucks. Yeah, I'm doing okay on this game. Anyway, you know, I don't know. I've thought maybe about trying out the Nintendo system, just because I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to spend this next year. Like, Halo 5 is going to be a long time coming, and I'm not even sure if it's going to work that well. I mean, because it's still going to be working on this Xbox Live system that, I don't know, are they going to fix this network? I don't know if you guys have had any kind of problems like I've had, but I have talked to my buddy Flex, and he was saying just this week he's had the exact same kind of problems with getting into party chats with people. So I'm going to assume that this is affecting more people than just myself. Now see, this guy, you know, yeah, he got me. But I'm assuming that this is happening to other people. So so when Halo 5 does come out, you know, I know that there's some controversy whether it's a good game or not, but you know, I played the beta and I enjoyed it, and you know, it was difficult because the beta didn't run perfectly. I mean, this whole business about backing out of the game, having to do the workaround where you make a party and then leave the multiplayer, it just seems ridiculous. So there you go. I ended up going 24-8, which was a pretty good score with the light rifle. But I'm just worried about Xbox Live. I'm worried about Master Chief. I'm worried about Halo 5 and everything having to do with Microsoft. So for your old buddy Yamjuice, thanks for watching.